This is a video presentation for homework assignment number 2. My topic here is about the attitudes towards same-sex marriage. As you can see, the data comes from the CES 2011 data set. I'm looking at support for same-sex marriage as the dependent variable. The full question wording appears at the bottom of the table. We see that most respondents are in favor of same-sex marriage, but there is variation in this table. When running the webstats frequency test for the dependent variable, I recoded categories in the syntax to create a more precise results-based analysis for favor or oppose. The type of dependent variable I'm using is a nominal level of measurement. In reviewing central tendencies, the mode is the most useful descriptive statistic. The first independent variable is located in the CPS questionnaire, and full question wording is found at the bottom of the table. We see by running a frequency test that most respondents do not believe that the Bible is the actual Word of God. There is variation in the table, however. Through recoding the independent variable in the syntax, thereby eliminating missing data categories, the remaining table identified a more precise results-based analysis of yes or no. The type of independent variable I am using is a nominal level of measurement. In reviewing central tendencies, the mode is the most useful descriptive statistic. My hypothesis is that the position that one takes regarding the belief in that the Bible is the actual Word of God and should be taken word for word should affect the attitudes towards same-sex marriage. The second independent variable is located in the NPS questionnaire, and full question wording appears at the bottom of the table. We see by running a frequency test that most respondents believe that we haven't gone far enough in pushing equal rights. There is variation in this table, however. Through recoding the independent variable in the syntax, thereby eliminating the missing data categories, the remaining table identified a more precise results-based analysis of strongly agree through to strongly disagree. The type of independent variable I am using is an ordinal level measurement. In reviewing central tendencies, the mode, median, range are all useful. My hypothesis is that the opinions regarding the degree to which equal rights have been promoted in Canada should affect the attitudes towards same-sex marriage. The first cross-tabulation looks at support for same-sex marriage by the attitudes whether one believes that the Bible is the actual Word of God and should be taken literally word for word. As we can see from comparing the column percentages, those who believe the Bible is the actual Word appear to oppose same-sex marriage. This is supported in the data reveal with a higher percentage to the oppose, whereas people who do not view the Bible as the Word of God do indeed favor same-sex marriages. This is supported in the data reveal with a higher percentage to the favor. Since the crosstab is a 2x2 table, we know that phi is the most appropriate measure of association for the nominal dependent variable and nominal independent variable. It is symmetrical and it has direction. The value of phi is 0.48. There is an extremely strong relationship here to examine in that the IV will affect the DV. The next cross-tabulation looks at support for same-sex marriage by the attitudes of whether one believes that Canada has or hasn't gone far enough in pushing equal rights. As we can see from comparing column percentages, people who oppose same-sex marriage are also those who strongly agree that we have gone too far in pushing equal rights. This is supported in the data reveal with the higher percentages to the oppose. Whereas people in favor of same-sex marriage are also those who strongly disagree and feel we haven't gone far enough in Canada pushing equal rights from Rochette. This is supported in the data reveal with the higher percentages to the favor. Since the crosstab is a 2x4 table and involves a nominal dependent variable and an ordinal independent variable, the appropriate measure of association and used to summarize the relationship is Kramer's V. It has no direction. The Kramer's V value is 0.34. Thus, there is a strong, very desirable relationship in that the IV will affect the DV. In sum, we have two viable hypotheses and conclusions. I've identified two independent variables that would indeed affect the dependent variable. I offer diagrams and examples from the literature for each independent variable in relation to the dependent variable.